phone is cut off from me, but I was just going into they want to control everything. They gonna put the technology in you to monitor the shit. I don't know if it picked up when I was talking about Matt Damon in the movie Elysium. They had the RFID microchip in that movie. And he went to his probation officer, parole officer, and it was a robot, just like on iRobot. They the ones who policing and monitoring everything in the future. And then the nigga was with his, he said, I have to take your blood pressure is higher. Take two of these. They prescribing niggas of pills and all that. And how did that robot know, or how was it able to sense or to pick up his his BTUs, his British thermal units. You know what I'm saying? How was it able to pick that shit up? Because he had the technology in them. And these robots, they gonna have those like that's what the cameras in their eyes for. It's for facial recognition. It's able to recognize, the retina scans, and the fingerprint scans. And, you know what I'm saying? That's the technology that these robots gonna possess. They gonna be able to measure distances and measure heights and weights and your build and you if you're extra, the three body types, a morpho something and the expo something. I forget the exact names of it, but that's the type of system that they're gonna put in place. You ain't gonna be able to travel freely and just go. Like I said, they gonna monitor your carbon footprint. They gonna monitor your protein intake. They gonna monitor how many cholesterols and calories that you ate last week, and did you go over your daily um your daily weight or whatever, you know, and that's a you know and that's a system of control because they just want to control everything, you know. Like I said, because they want to be like the Most High, pursuant to the scriptures. They got a God. They got a God complex. Oh no, these folks cannot drive, bro. It's like, oh, his shit messing up on him. Oh man, it's like him on the freeway. And this is just through the spirit. Yeah, because the quality of life gonna go down. You ain't gonna be able to get these different. You got these different institutions where you can go and get a fucking a BBL, all right, or some breast implants. That shit is wicked. That shit is witchcraft, sorcery, right? Because the Heavenly Father, that's determined by the Heavenly Father. That's why you watch the movie Bruce Almighty. He had the power of God, if you will, on earth, and he was able to get his chicks bigger breasts and and a bigger backside. Because pursuant to the scriptures, what one of you by taking thought can add a measure. You can't. You got in this system, these niggas will give you a fucking height where the niggas go and get a bullet. They pay 80,000, 80 grand to get their legs extended. Like, bruh, nah. That's something that's ordained or preserved for the nation of Israel, the Israelites, man. Okay? But you got this devil, right? And the way that they achieve that on left hand side, they'll go and cut your goddamn legs off and extend it with a metal rod and reattach your limbs and you got that nah. You know what I'm saying? That shit is off. You see, so like I said, this was like a quick, just an impromptu for real. I'm sorry that it cut off on me, but I wasn't paying attention because when you're doing the screen record, if you don't touch the screen in a certain amount of time, it'll go black and that'll stop the video automatically. But the spirit was rolling because this ain't no we like Robert Kiyosaki, gold and silver is God's money. We want God's money to be established on the earth anyway. All right, you got beneficial is certain certain properties from gold we were talking about with the gold slick vodka, and that's just vodka. You have it all. You can use gold to purify things. Gold, you know what I'm saying? It's a purification. You know what I'm saying? And it just have healing properties in the silver when you touch it. That's why when you wear gold and silver or platinum or these different precious, these metals, you got the rose gold and you got the white gold and different variations of gold. It's healing. Now I'm gonna say this with money: when you get those, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not on the level or the frequency if it was actual gold bars or silver bars or platinum bars. The type of rush or the type of spiritual experience that you get. But when you got a whole, that's why these niggas have the, like when you had the nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine, or you had this rapper Lil Migo. He was holding $1 million. You think that it's not a feeling that's associated with it? That it definitely is. It's a feeling that's associated with holding all that money and shit like that, man. So imagine if you had gold bars and gold bricks. Imagine if you had 20 shekels of gold. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of gold that is like $3,000-$4,000 an ounce right now. So 20 shekels, I ain't do the math, but that's like a lot of gold. It's like hundreds of pounds of that shit, man. You know? So we want this dollar to be done away with anyway, man. Cause that's not real money. You know what I'm saying? It's a debt system, right? I bought you thick clay, so it's to be paid for debts, public and private, man. So it's really a debt system. You see? So man, this was a quick lesson. This is a part 2, like a continuation. I pray this is edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh. The abundance to the apostles and the elders, agree millstone, rule well, shalom, walk in salah, come out, salah,